have the dream to relocate to the UK, you've tried the carer route and it hasn't worked for you, you've sent in so many applications and you haven't been called. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. I have come here today bearing another good news for you. This position I'm about to introduce you to will offer you visa sponsorship. This position is going to help you with you and your family relocate to the UK, okay, to come and work for one of the biggest certificates of sponsorship issuers, which is the NHS. The NHS is literally the biggest issuers of the certificate of sponsorship. If you don't know, the NHS is just the National Health Service of the UK. This is the biggest provider of healthcare in the UK. If an NHS trust is advertising and they tell you they are going to offer you COS, be rest assured that you are definitely going to get what? Your COS, okay? So there are so many job vacancies on the NHS job site. Now, if you are not registered in the NHS job site and you're hoping to get a job in the UK, I don't know what you're doing, especially if you're hoping to get a job in the health sector. Health sector now, it doesn't necessarily have to be just the carers. If you're hoping to get either as a nurse, as somebody in band 4, or as a healthcare assistant, as a senior carer, different things, you have to be registered on the NHS job site. Because when you're registered on the NHS job site, you'll be receiving notifications about jobs. Okay? Hello, beautiful people. My name is Ada. If you're seeing my face for the first time, I want to say welcome. This is a channel where I share immigration tips and ideas, as well, both for UK as well as other countries. Thank you so much for all my returning subscribers. And for the new ones, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to also turn on the notification button so whenever I post new videos, you will be notified. So today, I'll be introducing you to another job role, which it's a very nice job role in the NHS. I was very surprised when I saw it put out in the NHS job website as offering visa sponsorship. Now, this is not like it's a new role in NHS. No, it's not. It's always been there. But it was not being put out for outsiders, if you get what I mean. Like, it's always been there, but it's usually just for like senior nurses. So I was very surprised to find this role in the NHS side. A bed coordinator does is ensure that there is enough space for anybody that is being admitted into the hospital, okay? So they are like facilitate the movement of patients. At times they refer to them as the patient flow. Okay, so they facilitate the movement of patients in and out of the hospital. New admissions, this is the spot where they're going. Are they going to the room? Are they going to the side room? Are they going to the ward? Those who are being discharged, going off, who is replacing the bed? Okay, that is what they do. So before surgeries are booked in the hospital, before people are admitted in the hospital, they first of all contact the bed managers, the bed coordinators, to ensure that they do have slots for them in the rooms, in the ward, or in the bay, wherever they are sending them to. So that is literally your job. You're in charge of the flow chain between the incoming patients and those who are going, and also those who are in the hospital. So it's a very nice job. You're not literally doing any personal care for any patient. You're not coming in contact with the patient, so to say. You're mostly working with the MDT. You're working with the admission section, those in A&E. You're also working with those in the ward. So that's more like patient flow. Okay, patient flow. It's a very lovely job. Go to Google and type NHS job websites. And when it comes out, you click on the one that says NHS jobs. I'm going to be leaving a link of this site just in case you're not able to find it. So you can click the link and go directly to the site and register. Okay. So as soon as the site opens up, there is a part that asks you to put in what you are looking for and exactly what town you're looking for. In my case, I would always advise you to leave the town open because you're looking for something from outside. You're specific to a particular location. Okay, so leave the location open, but just go straight to the job site and put in whatever job you want to put in. But don't forget to always put in the keyword, which is visa sponsorship. Okay, always add visa sponsorship because it's actually pointless to go ahead and attend an interview only to be told that they are not offering visa sponsorship. I really don't want to waste my time doing that. I'm sure you also don't want to. So put in these jobs and don't forget to say with visa sponsorship. In this case, we have bed coordinator with visa sponsorship. So you go down there and then you click jobs with visa sponsorship. A lot of job will come out, but because I already know what I'm looking for, I am just going to click bed coordinator with visa sponsorship. I'll be typing that into the job site and I will be hitting the search button. You have loads of job pouring out. Okay? And the first one there says bed manager. Now, this is in Nottinghamshire Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust. Okay, you can see the salary scale there of 35,392 to 42,618 a year. Now, this is the bed manager role. This role, if you open it, you can find that it's mostly for nurses. Okay, so I will be leaving that role, and then we'll go straight to the next one, which is the bed coordinator. Click on the bed coordinator role. Now, this role is available in the University Hospital of Leicestershire NHS Trust, okay? And the closing date is very soon, which is the 3rd of December 2023. The annual salary for this job is £25,147 to £27,596 a year. This is going to be a band 4 job role and is a permanent role, all right? So just to establish a fact, because our visa sponsorship is the major reason why we're here, right? So if you go down, you can find where it says certificate of sponsorship. So applications from job seekers who require current skilled worker sponsorship to the UK are welcome. Okay, so this simply means they are asking you to send in your applications. They are willing to take you. Now that we have established that fact, we can go forward to look for the eligibility criteria as well as the personal specifications for this role. So when you read down, you can find the main duties of this job, what this job expects you to do, what the post holder will be responsible for doing. Okay, so there is about 10 bullet points here. I don't want to go ahead to read them. You can read them when you open up, but in summary, what a bed coordinator does is ensure that there is enough space for anybody that is being admitted into the hospital. Okay, so now let's look at the eligibility criteria or the requirements you need to meet to be able to apply for this job. So training and qualifications, all that is needed for you, the essentials are your GCSE or equivalent in math and English. Now, GCSE is equivalent to your WAEC or your NECO certificate, okay? So you can see here, they do not need any degree, okay? They are not looking for a degree. So in case you've been applying for a carer job and it's not come, you should immediately send me your application for this job. All you need to have is your GCSE, that's your WAEC. And then they also expect you to have an experience of leading, okay? You need to put it out for them in your CV. List out situations where you've led. List out situations where you've been like a coordinator. List out situations where you've coordinated people in different aspects. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job. It can be anything. It can be on a campaign. It can be for charity. It can be anything. The thing about the UK jobs is that they just want to see you. They want you to list out in them. They want you to give them scenarios where you have done these things and be able to do it. Okay, that's basically what they want. So those are the essential skills. You just need to be a good leader and you need to have a GCSE. So then the desirable skills are just your IT skills. Of course, now every job expects you to have a little bit of IT skills because everything now is what is digital. Okay, so you need to have like this, at least the minimal IT skills. You need to also have bed manager experience, and then of course clear communication in English. You need to be able to speak, able to make decisions. You need to decide who is going into a side room, who is going to be staying in the open ward, who is getting discharged today, who do you think should stay, who do you think should go. These are your roles, okay? So also for nurses, I want to chip in here now that maybe you're a nurse and you've been struggling to write your IELTS, you've not been able to pass, you should apply for this post also. Apply for this post because with this post, you'll be able to get your visa sponsorship, relocate to the UK and still stay in the UK and continue writing your IELTS and eventually transition to work as a nurse. This is a band 4 post, okay? It is not a band 3 post like the carer job. It's a band 4 post and the nurse's job are usually the band 5 post. So this is a very good post for a nurse who is also, who hasn't passed her and who is not done with the NMC. This is a role you should also consider getting. On the job description, you've bulleted it out. Your responsibilities are going to entail attending morning bed meetings, reporting figures to the site manager or whoever is in charge, ensure bed figures are kept up to date and remain accurate throughout the day, be responsible for the day-to-day coordination of medical admissions and discharges to the clinical areas, effectively communicate with the key staff within the trust involved with the emergency medical admission process. They manage all admissions and using a variety of tools. They have a tool for the bed managers, collecting data from various reports and working in conjunction with the duty manager. It's a whole lot, okay? You can read them up whenever you want. The second job I'll be pointing you to in the NHS job website that was not offering COS before, that is now offering COS, is what we refer to as the estate manager role. Okay, the estate manager role in an NHS trust. So go, or you search the first one, go there and type estate manager role with certificate of sponsorship, or you can say estate manager role with visa sponsorship. You're going to see loads of jobs that are going to pop out. I have here one of the jobs out here, which is the estate operational manager. This is the one that is closing very, very soon. That's why I'm using it for the instance. On it, you find this is in Mid Yorkshire Teaching NHS Trust. And the closing date is the 30th of November 2023. So frankly, it's almost closing, all right? But there's still time for you to send in your application, because this job is offering certificates of sponsorship. Click on the part that says additional information. Then you'll find where it talks about offering the certificate of sponsorship. Here it says applications from job seekers who require current skilled worker sponsorship to work in the UK are welcome and will be considered alongside other applicants. Okay, so you too can apply for this role. The main duties of an estate manager in the NHS Trust. Here it says the main duties: an estate operational manager, you will be responsible to the senior operational manager for the full range of operational estate maintenance and services in all of the designated hospital properties. Okay, so in the trust, usually we'll have the estate managers are literally in charge of the daily running of the trust. They cut across from the electrical things to the water, to the plumbing, to the gas, to whatever. You know, when they say estate management, they're in charge of everything, literally everything. So whenever there's a fault anywhere, they are the people you will call on. The socket is not working at work, you have to call them. The lights have stripped off, you call them. The plumbing has problem, you call them. So this is mostly their job, okay? This is mostly the job of an estate manager. It's listed here, but there's no point reading it out because I know what they do. So I'm just telling you, this is mostly what they do alongside every other thing, okay? So they ensure the smooth daily running of the trust. As it runs from day to day and everything is going well, most of this is because of the estate managers. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you about the eligibilities, like what do you need to have to be able to apply for this role. So the essential eligibilities include a degree or HNC and an endorsement or equivalent experience in engineering and management. Okay, engineering and management. So if you do have an engineering degree, you can apply for this job. All right, specialist qualification to authorized person level in a relevant engineering discipline. Example, medical gas system, low voltage system, pressure system. So you can be like a gas engineer, you can be an electrical engineer, okay? And then you can apply for this job. So share this video, okay, to people who are engineers, who are also seeking for job opportunities to be able to relocate to the UK. They can apply for jobs like this, okay? They've also listed out the personal attributes, the skills and the abilities, okay? So these are things you can do. So if you know an engineer who will benefit from this job, maybe somebody who studied mechanical, electrical, or even gas, and the person is looking to relocate to the UK, tell them to send in the application now. This is not the only one open, but this is the one that is closest soon. So go into your NHS site and type estate manager roles with visa sponsorship. You will see as many as will pop out, and then you fill in your application. Send in as much applications as you can. Applying for jobs in the NHS site is quite different from when you're applying for the care homes, okay? Because the NHS site expects you to write a personal statement, okay? A lot of persons struggle with writing a personal statement. I will give you a trick about writing a personal statement. Your personal statement should literally describe the job description, okay? In case you're lost, in case you're blocked, you do not know what to write on your personal statement, go and copy this job description and personalize it to yourself. Okay, tell yourself that I am going to do this, or I am efficient in doing this. I'm efficient to work as a team leader. I'm efficient to coordinate situations like this. List out situations where you have coordinated. Okay, list out situations where you can say, in my last employment, I was doing this. I was in charge of coordinating. In my last employment, I coordinated staff. I ensured we did this. They need you to personally. That's why it's called a personal statement. A personal statement is going to give them like an overview of what you are, your working ethics, your working roles, your working everything. They're just going to get it in that little personal statement. So if you don't sell yourself enough in that personal statement, I don't know. If you're watching this video till now, you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and also don't forget to share. All right, we have established the fact that the care worker visa is going to remain in 2024. Okay, so now we are looking forward to employers to release their vacancies, because we are also fully aware that the students will no longer be able to bring in their families as dependents to work here in the UK. So there is going to be lots of vacancies, because these are persons that we are usually filling up their carer roles. So since they are no longer going to be coming, there's going to be vacancies for people to be able to come with visa sponsorship. So I do hope you're getting yourself ready to be able to send in your applications and come down to the UK come 2024. Make up your mind, plan now. This is the time for you to plan, so that by 2024 you will be able to relocate with your family to the UK. And this is the end of the video for today. I do hope I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye.